Hey, welcome everybody.
Hello.
Hello. All right, today we are at a special place in Tampere that's kind of close to my heart here. We are in Pispola. Pispola. I actually started
Is
here.
this Pispola or Pyynikki?
Pyynikki.
Oh,
yeah,
my
man, come
dear
on.
friend.
Okay, closer.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
We're far away from there.
we're gonna work Pispola and come back down. Why this place means so much to me.
Yeah.
So I came here 10 years ago and I started at Cafe Pispola.
Okay.
And then, so I lived there for about almost like 6 months. When there's like, I didn't know anybody. I was too afraid to go into town because I was mostly working and I actually didn't know too much about the city at that time. But I didn't know that after a while, my boss was like, "Hey, there's a new bar that's opening here."
Okay.
Maja, Talo. So you guys opened like I think 4 months after Cafe Pispola opened.
Okay.
Yeah, we opened in July. So then I'm like, okay, let's go check it out. So we went to check it out, and Vesa knew everybody. Actually, Ville, one of our partners, knew Vesa. So we came here, and then I started coming here like on my days off. I don't think you. When did you start here?
It's going to be 6 years in a few months.
6 years. So we have here
Yeah.
Sarah.
Hi.
Sarah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I started coming here, and like honestly, like back then it was slow. In beginning, like any business, the first 6 months to a year it was slow, and actually we got asked to look at the kitchen to see what we can kind of consult. And I remember walking in the kitchen, I was like, "You guys are fucked."
It's a beautiful illusion, guys. It truly is.
I mean, the Cafe Pista is a small kitchen, but this kitchen because it doesn't have a hood. Right. So then it was very challenging, but I'm pretty happy that the food that we had here was amazing.
It was really
Thank
good.
you.
It was very nice.
Really good. Really
Yeah,
good,
it's
really
been a
good.
long road. We just turned 10 years last week, and the kitchen is a bit different than what it used to be back then. We got a new oven and some upgrades overall.
I
So,
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
I saw that.
Yeah. There's
No.
not like too much you can do with that space, like 1 square meter workspace.
Yeah.
We've been making it work better.
Yeah. And like I tell these guys, we're very honest when we talk about the food, and I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting. I thought that bar food, but this is like upgraded bar food
Yeah, it was
by
really
far.
That's
by
what we're
far.
looking for. So thank you.
Yeah. We had the chili sausage
Chili garlic hot dog.
sandwich. It's not a hot dog.
I would call it a hot dog,
It's a hot dog,
but I'm
just
not American.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna call it a hot dog. It's a hot dog. Yeah. Then we also had the actual sandwich. Was what? Can you describe what that was?
Yeah, so we have our own cranberry rye bread that we use, and it's a large portion, so the bread is like almost the size of your head. And then we have 3 options. There's chicken goat cheese, avocado goat cheese, and then you guys had the smoked reindeer and bacon bread.
Oh, it was delicious.
So good.
I don't know about the others, like, because we only had that. But if you come here, you should try that one.
Oh, you definitely.
It's insanely good.
Yeah.
That's the one that's different than any other place. Definitely by far.
Stands out.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
And then you also bought some treats for us here.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What about the chicken wings? You guys
No,
didn't talk about
we're
the chicken
talking
wings.
about that last.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about that last.
Save the best for last.
That's for last. Yeah.
Mm.
I had thoughts.
So should I go from the smallest drinks to the bigger ones?
Sure. Yes.
Sure.
yes.
So we have licorice, raspberry, kasipallo. So in every bar in Tampere almost there is kasipallo, but we
Yes.
have our own version, and we've added raspberry rum to it instead of koskenkorva or some other vodka type drink they usually add.
Okay.
So it's with a twist.
That's nice.
Then I wanted to bring you guys something more special, and there's this Tuori distillery, which is probably the smallest distillery in Finland. It's located in Sastamala, and they make long drinks. Then they have this oat honey moonshine that we have here. They make aquavit and all sorts of interesting ones. So
That's really nice.
And then the beer?
The beer. So for our 10th year birthday, we made this Erkki lager. So Erkki is our mascot here. So we wanted to commemorate that. And we wanted the lager to be like a little different, but not too weird.
Okay.
So it's a Märzen sort of lager. So thinking like Oktoberfest, bit more biscuity, some toffee notes, and a little bit more alcohol than normally. So 6.0.
Yeah. I was here for the 10-year anniversary, and I had 3 of those, and I was knocked on my ass. I was like,
It just seems like festive, right? You see the can. Oh, this is
it's
just
so
some
joyful.
nice
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And
And
let's do it. Cheers, guys.
cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yes, to Kasipalo with
cheers.
Kasipal, which means 8 ball, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Why-
Kasipala with raspberry.
Why is it called 8 ball?
I'll have a shot first.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this,
Okay.
but I think it has something to do with the billiard culture.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not completely sure.
Okay.
I've been serving kasipallo in different bars for, wait a minute, 12 years. So I've lost the history during that, I think.
Wow.
But-
Yeah.
Well, if I would have to guess, this is usually black, right? So 8 ball is usually black.
Yeah.
I would guess
White
that's.
8 ball. Yeah.
Yeah, might be the reason.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I have
but
to
I have-
say,
yeah.
as a foreigner who has grown to tolerate licorice and salmiakki, this is not bad.
Actually, yeah, I agree with you
It's
there.
way better than I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the raspberry, it cuts into the licorice
Yeah.
flavor that I don't like. But yeah, this is
Mhm.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was not sure if you're going to be able to drink this because I know foreigners and licorice
Yeah,
are a bit
yeah, yeah.
iffy. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Yeah.
you went through it
Yeah, yeah.
and it was somewhat enjoyable. So thank you.
I think we have been long enough here that now it's okay.
Yeah.
It has grown into us.
No, but like I grew up eating licorice, but it was sweet licorice. But it's such a Scandinavian thing to have sour licorice, salty licorice, and for me, I don't know that my taste palette doesn't really go with that. So
Yeah, the more salt, the better.
No,
that part.
it's- yeah. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
So tell us a story about Maja Talo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't been here like the whole way, but as far as I know, like Kimmo, Ari, and Sauli started Maja Talo 10 years ago. And back then, they just wanted to find this living room sort of place. And they were still looking for the concept. So it took some years to be what it truly is. And every staff member has made it their own. But yeah, so first it was very manager driven, owner driven. I mean, so all of these owner guys were working here. And then when it just started to get a bit better, they were
course.
able to hire some folks here.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I do get the living room feeling.
Yeah.
It's very chill
Definitely.
atmosphere. Some light music on the background is very nice. There's a quite large selection of games that we're seeing here.
Mhm.
It just seems like you can come here and chill, and just
Exactly.
spend the evening here.
We have this dream with one of the owners, Kimmo, that we would love to expand this if the place next door ever closes down.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
since this is called Maja Talo, which means guest house,
Okay, there
we
you go.
want
Guest
to
house.
expand it to olo kautta huone, which is living room.
Okay.
And we want to make it that themed, so
Yeah,
with
right.
PlayStation, TV, all that stuff. So
Yes.
maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
you-
then, like, when it comes to the music, it's my personal passion project. Like, I had this,
yeah, good compliments for the music from
Yeah,
TK here.
yeah. I love the music.
Nice
yeah.
mix.
yeah, like, I think the original list had about 14 hours of music in it. Now it has 100. And I keep adding it to it, like, almost weekly. And I keep hearing these compliments, like, no other plays this
yeah.
kind of music.
Oh, yeah.
Or how can you play my favorite band, which has like 2,000 listens on Spotify?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Actually, when I walked in, I think when we were setting up, I heard a remix of a Frank Ocean song.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, this is crazy. I think I love the music and I love the vibe. I think the energy is good. And I mean, the pictures that you have on the wall, are those people that have visited here? Are those,
My friend, you have glasses and you don't see that. That's our doggy Hall of Fame.
is that a doggy hall of fame?
Those are pictures of
Actually,
all
TK,
of
your
our-
picture is up there.
I'm a dog.
So those are all of our dog customers.
Wow.
And then we have a person wall on the
Okay.
other side.
That's dope. I'm gonna bring my puppy over. I have a Jack
Absolutely.
Russell named Poco.
Oh.
Actually, no, that's not my dog's name.
We can cut this.
My dog's name is Clara. Poco is her parent.
Yusi Pussy, Yusi Pussy.
But I'm gonna bring Clara over here.
Oh, I'd love to
Yeah,
have him on the wall.
yeah,
I have this
absolutely.
vintage Polaroid camera that I take the pictures with.
Nice.
And I
That's
have
very
doggy treats so that I can make the dog sit and stare at the camera. So
cool.
it works out well.
Nice.
Cool. So do you guys do events here also? Do you do like
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Like just the last week, birthday week, that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
huge project. We had like something special every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then like looking to the past, I used to have this kirppis. What is that in
Like a
English?
secondhand.
Yeah, secondhand
Pop-up.
event pop-up. And that was like for a men's prostate cancer fund. So we were raising money for that.
That's good.
So it's fun to do these kind of things. We have our customer base who is kind of artistic or hipster indie. Age goes from 0 to 100, honestly.
Okay.
But yeah, we have such a multicultural base of customers here that they're really open to all these events that we make.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sad that it's it's not far from the center of town,
Mm-hmm.
but to me this could be like Kansas, from where I am in the center of town. But I'll definitely need to make more of an effort to come here.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, now the tram goes right next to
I
us.
know.
So.
Now it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but before, nah. Yeah,
Pyynikin tori, place to be.
yeah.
But yeah, actually, when I started to work here, or when Kimmo called me, I hadn't been a customer here previously. And the story is actually kind of funny. I had been working at the previous place, and something started happening that I wasn't too happy with. And out of nowhere, Kimmo calls me and asks me, on a scale of 1 to 3,763, how happy are you with your current job? And I said, 7.5. And he said, 7.5, really? Yeah, really. Have I got a place for you?
Nice.
So then I came here, and I don't know if I can ever leave.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Are you also responsible for the art on the wall here? Because I'm loving the sense of humor and kind of like the alternative vibe that you have on the walls. There's a
Oh,
Tupac
thank you.
man over here.
Yeah. So I give credit to Kimmo. He is definitely the visual
Yeah.
side,
Definitely.
making all this happen. And then, like, when it comes to the candles on the tables or small decor, we've been doing it over the years. We go to secondhand shops and see what we can find.
Definitely.
It's one of those places that you walk in and you notice a few things. And since we've been sitting here, you notice, oh, there's this small thing here, small thing there. It's just a lot of little details that you can appreciate.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then of course, you have like different beers that rotate out.
Yeah. So I basically, if it's not a stable product, which we just have a handful of, I get like either a keg or a box of beer, and then when it's done, I get a new one.
Yeah, yeah,
Because most of our customer base comes to the counter and asks me like, "What's new?"
yeah,
So
Yeah.
people really want to try new stuff here.
yeah, yeah.
And I also the smaller the brewery is, the better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we having Erkki lager right now?
Yeah.
yeah.
So this was actually made in.
Yeah, talk about this.
Yeah, it was made in collaboration with United Gypsies Brewery, located in Lohja. We didn't have enough time to make the recipe like from scratch, so the guys helped us out, and it was such a fun project. We actually made a second beer as well. It's called an All Stars IPA, and then the can has like all the current and previous staff members' faces on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so nice.
But yeah, definitely not our last beer project. And I'm
yeah.
hoping that one day we get to do it from scratch because
Yeah,
it
that'd be
seems
fun.
so much fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So describe for people who don't know what this mascot is, because this is new to me.
Yeah. Okay. So there's
For me
this,
too, I have to admit.
Yeah.
Okay,
What is this?
there's this yellow fellow that we can see on a light board outside our restaurant. You can see him behind our counter, all across our social media, and we call him Erkki. But the world knows him as Flat Eric. And he was in a music video called Flat Beat by Mr. Oitso. And this was made in '99, and it was super popular on MTV. And
MTV Finnish or MTV America?
Like-
Also?
I'd reckon global. Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Not in
It's
Mexico,
so
I
weird
can
that
tell
you don't know
Yeah.
this.
Guys, I was in Africa and Zimbabwe in 1999, and I knew about Flat Eric.
Really?
Yes.
I was 9 at that time.
Oh.
I mean,
Now you just made us feel very old.
I was
That'd be
5, but I still know him.
Yeah.
So yeah, the way how he ended up to our place was that Kimmo,
of course.
once again,
Yeah.
he saw Flat Eric on the music video, and he's acting as this corporate boss, and he doesn't give a shit about what he's doing. Basically, just putting crosses on important papers. Someone calls him, and he just hold the phone away from his face. And I don't think cigars were allowed on the music video or something because he has like this sausage in his mouth that he's smoking. But yeah, Kimmo related to this guy in a funny
Okay.
way. And then he just bought the mascot here as a decor. And then when I came here, I started to make all these kind of funny videos with him. And then he became basically an icon here.
Yeah.
Yeah, people constantly want to take pictures with him and all that stuff. So it's our Erkki.
Erkki.
From this story, because I heard it, you were telling a bit about it before. We saved it for the podcast, but I have a question here because I think that's a brilliant kind of marketing thing, right? You have now a tiny mascot. A lot of people want to take picture, put it on their Instagram kind of thing. They're making a lot of promotion for the bar. Are you the one that's behind all these kind of little things that have been happening here? Because I remember I haven't been here in a while, and I remember a couple years back when the guy from what was it, the Breaking Bad was around town.
Oh, that's
And
right.
Aaron Paul.
And you set up
I
this
remember
kind of
that.
this sign outside.
Yeah.
This have you seen this guy? This guy eats for free here,
Yep.
and it became a whole thing, right? People were sharing that all over, and he actually came here.
Yeah, actually, like when he came here, it was globally over the news, and especially in Finland. But I saw like even States had some news about it. It was so much fun. One of the probably best work nights of my life, and a huge accomplishment for me. But yeah, so the videographer and the producer lived here, like in a hotel Airbnb kind of situation. So we were their local bar, and they were coming here like pretty much daily. And about 2 weeks on, I saw this thing on the news. Like there's this movie called Dual being filmed in Tampere. And then I see those two guys' faces. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So I'm treating like Hollywood people here.
Yeah.
But that was actually the best part because I got to know them as like regulars and we bonded. We were like friends.
Wow.
So I didn't have this like pressure.
Yeah. Were they Finnish or American?
American,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Riley Stearns was the producer. Yeah.
I think
So-
that's brilliant marketing. I think absolutely brilliant marketing. And hey, there's another movie being shot in Tampere right now.
Yeah.
The guy from How I Met Your Mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you need another campaign.
Yeah, and Owen
Yeah,
Wilson, I
yeah.
heard.
Yeah, he's actually been to
Yeah.
Aloha a couple of times and TNT also.
We saw him in TNT on the
Yeah,
last
we
episode
saw
we
him.
were
Yeah,
recording
so
there.
that's
He
good.
just happened to come around.
yeah.
Oh, I just have to get back to the dual thing. So the guys had been coming to us like for drinks and eat, and we've been like talking as friends. And then I read from the news about Aaron Paul, and I just bring it up one day casually, and I'm like, would it be like funny to make this poster thing? Like, I'm not expecting you guys to bring him here, but just as a joke, basically.
Yeah.
So they were like, hell yeah, that's a funny idea. Like,
Yeah.
Mr. Paul is pretty busy, but you never know how it goes.
Yeah.
So we put up this poster, and one day
Fucking
he
brilliant.
comes in
Yeah.
with the full entourage, and they get like
Really?
drinks, and Aaron buys beers for the whole bar. We have such a
What?
blast.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's the only time that he came there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
left back to the States, I think, the day after.
Oh,
so
okay.
they came over when they were finished filming.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. I still don't know. What movie was it? Well,
Dual. Yeah. Dual.
Duel.
Yeah.
Duel.
I'm pronouncing it too Finnish for
Okay.
you.
Duel.
Yeah.
Duel.
And now they're filming The Trip, I think.
Yeah.
Who knows? Might make a poster.
Exactly. Exactly.
Definitely. So like this area is pretty special also because I think there's a special sausage place here or a noka or a special like
Naki.
small.
Naki Kioski?
Yes.
Naki Kioski?
Yes. 'Cause I remember when I first moved here, my friend Vesa, we used to go down there like after we've been drinking bar hopping Pisvilla, like 2 bars, and we go there because it's open 24 hours. Right?
Vaakonnakki.
Vaakonnakki,
Yeah.
yes, that
Is
place.
it the red one across the street here?
No,
No, that's an Asian place.
That's the Asian place. Yeah.
But yeah, it's on the Pispala side.
So I heard that's like a landmark of Tampere, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Been like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went there, and then we heard that it got sold out to somebody, and then like it went downhill. But I heard like that place used to be the place to be, or like if you want like proper after hours junk food.
Yeah, it's definitely like a big cultural thing here in Tampere. Same with Ullan Grilli in Tammelantori.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Shout out to Oscar, Osku.
Yeah, because like if you order small makkaraperuna, you get like makkaraperuna for 4 people.
Oh wow! Okay,
And
That's no joke,
I think
yeah.
they have one very often this best grill in Tampere.
Yeah, I
Those
think so as well.
competitions, I think
Yeah.
it's been quite popular.
And then there's a little bar, like rock bar, that me and TK used to.
Vastavirta-klubi.
Yes. It used to be like really underground, like hip hop, like heavy metal, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You go there. And
Yeah,
just,
there's
like,
all
live
sorts of
jam.
gigs.
Yeah.
And actually, apparently, one of Tampere's oldest saunas is not far from here, right?
Mhm.
It actually
Oh,
used to
yeah.
be-
Rajaportti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rajaportti,
Rajaportti
yes.
sauna, exactly.
Yeah, we had a staff party there for Cafe Pispa,
Yeah.
and this is like I was still kind of new, like about the sauna experience, And like, yeah, let's go to the liquor store and buy some alcohol. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm thinking we're drinking. Okay, we need to chug this, all right? Because no, you can bring alcohol there.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
The concept for American is like you can't bring alcohol into a sauna. Yeah,
Yeah, you just learned the rules of like
Yeah.
you're not allowed to bring drinks outside in Finland
yeah.
unless it's terrace and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then we get there. We're drinking in a little patio. Then we go in the sauna, and then what blew our mind was that we ran out of alcohol, and then the little cashier booth, they sold beer there for like €2. So I'm like, "Yo, what? I love this country.
I mean, beer and sauna, they just are
Go
meant to
hand in
be
hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
holy matrimony.
Yes. Like really old school sauna. So,
Mhm.
what else you guys got here? What is this moonshine?
So yeah, it's honey oats
honey.
moonshine from
You guys
Tuori
tried it?
Distillery,
I tried it.
straight out of Sastamala.
Mhm.
And I wanted to bring this out especially because Tam probably has a feel for a different kind of moonshine. So in Finland, when you make booze, it's highly regulated.
Yeah.
So this was not made in a bin in a forest.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go blind.
No,
Okay,
no, I
good,
promise
good,
you that.
It's amazingly smooth for a moonshine. I have to
Almost like a
say.
whiskey. It's kind of
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
Irish
And
whiskey.
I love whiskey.
Yeah.
This is very good. Tuori
Yeah.
Distilling Company in Sastamala.
It's 3 old guys that just had this passion project. I reckon they were talking at a grocery store on the aisles, like, should we make booze? Sounds fun. Yeah.
This is something I love about Finland,
Yeah.
where people have some free time. Basically, whatever hobby you can think of, there's someone doing it.
Mhm.
So it just feels like people here are just like, well, I want to do this, and then they go and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of businesses that are just like that. Like some guy wanted to make booze, some guy wanted to make beer, some
Yeah.
whatever.
So why not?
Yeah, and like in here, since we're a small place, I just like that we have like smaller businesses as well. Like we have our sausage from Nakkihannu, Ylöjärvi, he makes them for
Yes,
us.
lovely guy.
4 vuoden aikaa makes our legendary truffle mayo and coriander mustard mayo. Then I find all these small distilleries, like shout out to Tuori. Then also Koto from Lempäälä, they make amazing gin. And then like all these microbreweries in Finland, they just pop out like mushrooms on rain. So
Yeah.
I never run out of new stuff to
Yeah,
sell.
yeah,
And it's also like really exciting to be creating this product line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm very impressed with the way that there's been like a growth in, for example, these pop-up wineries and pop-up breweries in Finland. Like when we came, there wasn't really a lot of that, but now there's a lot of, like, for example, berry wine.
Mhm.
There's a lot of all of these different kinds of things, and I'm really happy that you're supporting local, because we as foreigners, like, if you took this from Sastamala, how often would have one of us gone to Sastamala and figured out that this is there? So
Never.
we get to
Yeah.
experience it through you, and then we fall in love. So next time I see it on the shelves, I might buy it. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about like being able to introduce these products to people.
Yeah. And I know you gave me shit earlier about, we have good IPAs from
Yeah.
the last podcast. But what I meant was like 10 years ago, there was nothing.
Yeah.
There was like some commercial, like whatever the big brands are. They tried to make IPAs, but it was garbage.
Yeah.
But definitely, the craft beer scene in Finland has gone up. Yeah.
There used to be a beer brewery around here too, wasn't there? Pyynikki brewery.
Yeah.
Pyynikki, yes.
R.I.P.
Shout out to Mario.
Those guys broke my heart, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Their mosaic was one of the best things ever.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nationwide, like one of the biggest sellers ever. It was top quality product, but
Yeah.
then they just made the mistake of like trying to go too big,
Exactly.
Too cool.
save expenses,
Mhm.
go to Estonia, and
Yeah.
they kind of lost face with that because, like Tampere, if you are from here, if you have business here, be proud about it and
Yeah.
do it
Yeah, yeah.
locally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I can say it now because I have a friend that used to work there as like a brand ambassador / like kind of brewery also, and he would give us bring to like my doorstep cases of beer that was faulty
Okay.
because they spent it so fast
Hmm.
they didn't have the proper like quality assurance and they were wasting almost as much as they were selling just because
Oh,
they
my.
try to pump it out too fast.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like, "Cabron, here's some beer."
Yeah, I can imagine
thank
a
you.
Finnish person telling you, "Cabron, here's
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't finished.
No, I don't know this Mario. My mistake.
Yeah.
You wanted to-
No one will know.
No one
who
will
he was.
Yeah.
No one will know who Mario is.
The foreign guy who used to.
Like I
work
said, Pyynikki is so big now they don't give a shit.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But we left the wings topic untouched.
Well, we're gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna ask you. So the wings. How did you make the sauce?
So I actually make it vegan in case I want to have vegan
Okay.
wings in the future,
Okay.
and it also lasts better
Yeah.
than butter. And I don't
Ah.
taste the difference.
Ding ding. Okay. Go ahead. What else? What else
Okay.
you put in there?
Yeah. And then I have like this hot sauce base
Mhm.
that is pretty common.
Yeah. Doesn't
And-
matter what it is. Yeah.
And then I go crazy with the chilies. Like our hot sauce, it's never really completely same. So I
Okay.
keep trying like different. I mostly use Naga like all the way, but then I introduce like Scotch bonnet and all those things. So I want to keep the heat primarily the same, but I
Okay.
want to keep testing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a free tip.
Mhm. I'm scared.
Brown sugar.
Okay.
Brown sugar, of course, using a substitute for butter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like normally what I used to do is like whatever hot sauce base, Frank's, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
But garlic, butter, brown sugar, sriracha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And a little bit of ketchup. It's a little bit of ketchup for sweetness.
Okay.
And sweetness and tanginess, because the sugar kind of evens everything out. Because you don't want it too tangy. You don't want to be just all vinegar and
Yeah.
But the sugar and the ketchup kind of smooths it out. And it's really good. And
How
then
did you like our sauces?
I liked it a lot.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They were
Yeah,
very good.
very
I
different.
we were talking earlier that I find it very nice. That I find it weird, and I know that's the culture here, and that's what most people enjoy, and that's probably why in every wings place you go and you find kind of very like the same, or if not very similar kind of sauce. But I find it very nice that you give it's a spin on it, and every place has a bit. They put a bit of their own
Yeah.
on the sauce. I think it makes a difference
Yeah.
to differentiate a bit, even if you are still in the same kind of area.
Mhm.
Because I'm used to the Mexico way that the sauce is what makes you different, so everyone tries to be very different. So I think it's very nice to have that,
Yeah.
like add a bit of something and bring something new.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
I remember when I was changing, we used to have poppamies sauces here, but then they changed the recipe and I didn't personally like it. So I asked some advice from my chef friend and he told me how to make a good base.
Yeah.
And then I had this test day here basically. So I had my own hot sauce made and every customer that ordered the hot wings, I told them that I made this myself. How do you feel about it?
Yeah.
And all of them loved it. So I thought, okay, this is the way to go.
Yeah.
You can tell by looking at it that's different.
Yeah.
And then like the way that you presented it, like I said, this is like upscale bar food.
Yeah.
I was
Thank
expecting
you.
on a plastic sheet, fries, two celeries, two carrots.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yeah. But-
Yeah, like our goal with the food is basically like pub food, but upscale.
Yeah.
Like we want to we want every portion to have something unique to it
Mhm.
and something worth of stopping by. Because
Yeah,
you can get like hot wings in every bar basically, or bar that
Yeah,
serves
yeah.
food,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not that unique unless you make it that.
Okay, yeah, we might as well talk about that.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know the origins of why tampere is so popular for hot wings, for wings?
No.
What I have heard was
Okay.
that some hockey players went to the US, loved it, and then they brought them here.
The bottom.
But I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how it went.
They brought wings here.
Yeah. So you know,
'Cause it used to be an off-cut.
in American hockey has the highest concentration of players from Finland.
Yeah.
And from Tampere produces the most professional players.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometime in the 70s, some Finnish, I can't remember. That's my friend told me the story that he came here and then he was missing it because he retired here now, and American wings are pretty good.
Yeah,
Buffalo
yeah.
wings. Yeah. So he convinced somebody, and then they opened up a restaurant, and that's the first one that started. Yeah.
That's another question. Why do Americans call chicken wings buffalo wings?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was little,
Yeah.
I thought buffalo wings were buffalo. I don't want to admit what age when I found out that was chicken,
Yeah.
but it started in Buffalo, New York. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the wings started in
okay.
Buffalo, New York, so that's why they
Right.
call it Buffalo wings.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And isn't like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't like buffalo sauce typically a bit sweeter than what we have here for the hot wings generally?
Yes, sweeter. Yeah,
Yeah.
sweeter. That's why I said the brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes everything like sweeten it out a little bit. So,
Okay.
yeah, sweeter. But of course, there's different levels of spiciness that you can add to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then what I also like about the wings here is that because I know the oven that you're using is very controlled. A lot of places you go where they deep fry it,
Yeah.
they don't take care of the time. Either too busy to leave too long, and it gets super crispy where it's all dried out.
Mm-hmm.
Here was like a perfect, like it was cooked
Juicy.
perfectly. Yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't overcooked
Yes.
or nothing.
Thank you. I don't know how many other places don't use deep fryer for their wings. And I think that's a big deal for us. Like it makes a big change. Like there's a crispy skin on it, but the meat is still juicy inside.
Yeah. Well, deep fry you can cook more of it at one time. So yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
We're not in a hurry.
Yeah.
We want to make good food.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
So
have to
props.
say,
So yeah.
I have to say, we were talking about how often, as Renee was saying, that the design of the menu is very generic because it seems like people are trying to deliver something that appeals to the most amount of people. I'm very happy personally that you have things that are recognizable, but the flavors are just completely different. It was absolutely delicious. The quality of the chicken, the tenderness, the juiciness, all of that was really good.
Thank you.
I'm not even a chef. The chef is sitting over here. I just like my chicken wings.
And of course, it's good to have like hot wings in a bar. Just do it your way. But then the other thing is that we don't want to have burgers.
Yeah.
I think burgers are at the point of ruining them, but I like it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have the rye bread thing. So nobody else has that. Yeah.
And I saw the sign you serve food until late, huh? Until
Yeah, until 11. Yeah.
That's pretty good for this area.
Mm-hmm.
Quite good.
No, I was just saying that you have the sandwich and it's not that far from a burger, right? But then you are not serving what every other place is serving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's still close enough, but different.
Yeah.
That you are not the same as everyone else.
Definitely. What else? In the news. So I think our African correspondent can talk about this. A Finnish citizen got elected for president of Somaliland.
Somaliland, right?
Is that like a Disneyland of Somali? Or
No.
what is what
It's
is
a
Somaliland?
self-governing area that is in the same area as Somalia itself. But a Finnish citizen of Somali origin just became the president of Somaliland. And this is not the first time, actually.
Okay.
This has happened before, but we can get back to that another time. But yeah,
Yeah.
so things are doing good in the world.
Okay.
That's good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Slush? You want to talk about something slush here? Something,
Oh, yeah.
something that's happening in Helsinki?
I mean, the snow's been trying to kill us. That's
Yeah.
one thing.
I mean, look at that, man. This is
yeah,
the first time I leave my home when there's a snow this year. It was rough already.
It's crazy. Yesterday, I went to the office in the morning and there was snow on the ground. And by the time I went out for lunch, it was raining and wet. So it was slushy everywhere. But at the same time, Finland's biggest startup event called Slush is happening in Helsinki, where a lot of like startup founders, a lot of investors, it's just a huge event that happens the whole week. It is happening right now. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Slush, you should check it out.
I was listening to some news, and they were telling about how Finland has one of the largest like startup environment, like this kind of for growing a startup and like incubating, and
Yeah.
Finland is quite ahead from Europe.
Absolutely. I think Finland is doing pretty well in supporting the startups that exist here. I think that, as you guys know, a month or so ago, I was also in Canada and we went to go visit another startup incubator. And I think there's just levels to it, right? So Finland is doing very well in creating very good quality startups. And we get really good companies being born here. But at the same time, I think there's more that we can always do. And I think that there's more investment needed in that space because as we're talking, I mean, people are making moonshine out in the country and all of that stuff. People tend to think of startups always as a technology company. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
need to
true.
be that, right? It's not that.
That's my immediate thought.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Kudos to Finland.
One thing I didn't know that I was watching some YouTube video about startups actually, and Estonia started Bolt.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Somebody told me it was Russian.
Yeah.
So every time I saw Bolt, I was like, Russia.
Oh yeah.
But no, it's
Yeah, there
Estonia.
was this rumor going around at
Right?
one point. I
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah.
And if I understand, on top of that, Skype is originally
Yep.
Estonia.
Skype is Estonian
Yeah.
too.
Then you have Jay-Z's company, that's Norwegian. You have Spotify, that's Swedish.
Mhm.
So the Nordics are producing a lot of good startups.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did you know Internet Relay Chat (IRC) was created in Finland?
There's a lot of big things from Finland.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah. I was back in the States, and my friend had these orange handle scissors.
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you know that was invented in Finland?" Scissors.
Yeah.
He was like, "What?" I googled it for him. He's
Yeah.
like, "No way."
Yeah.
Even growing up, I always picture a scissor has an orange handle.
Xylitol is a Finnish thing.
What is that a drug?
Xylitoli.
It's xylitol, like
In
when
gum.
Chewing gum.
in your chewing.
Ah,
gum.
okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
that's
really?
a global. Yeah, it's a Finnish thing, and it comes from
Did
the
not know
birch
that.
tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koivu in Finnish.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to study abroad. I studied in Holland, and we had this project that all the Finns had to make this representation of what we bring to the world. We had Angry Birds,
Yes.
Nokia,
Rodeo.
Mustikashotti,
Yeah.
and then what else was there?
The famous brick phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember
Linux.
that so many
Yeah,
Dutch people,
Linux,
like
yep,
the students, they were saying that, no, we had Angry Birds. And I'm like, do you know what rovio means? It's just a word. No, it's a Finnish word.
Yeah. What does it mean, Rolly?
It's bonfire.
Ah, okay. Oh, hence the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
The next.
But yeah, I think like since Finland isn't that recognized, it's easy to forget that there are some big brands coming from this country as well.
I wonder if that comes from because I find Finnish culture to be quite how do you say it, like
Humble?
It's very, every foreigner has experienced this, right? You go to a place, excuse me, do you speak English? Not really, maybe a bit. Okay, and then you speak English, and they speak with a perfect accent. And you're like, what do you mean you barely speak English?
Yes.
You speak better than I do.
Yeah.
And I just think that translates to like everything across the culture. So I
Exactly.
don't know if that comes from that. That's like, it's not very loud, right? But
It's not.
but there's tons of things that come from here.
Yeah.
There's good sides to the humble culture, like it's respectful and all that. But then also like on the dark side of the Finnish culture, sort of, people don't like others who are like proud, too proud, they say, out of their accomplishments. So they call it arrogance. So there might be some shaming in that. So it takes a certain type of person to be able to like build a business and like shout it out loud, like, look what I made
Yeah.
as a Finn.
Actually, that's a good point. I mean, the Finnish word for being an entrepreneur is yrittäjä, which means trier.
Yeah.
It's such a humble way of describing the things that people do and produce in this country. I think Finland needs to really sing its own praises a little bit more.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trier. You're a trier, Tam.
Serial trier.
Try hard.
Yeah.
I'm taking a year off and trying,
Yeah.
except for that Vietnamese restaurant.
You still want to do that?
I still want to do it.
Yeah, man.
You have to, because the Vietnamese restaurant I used to get my pho from has closed. So
Oh,
you have to hurry up.
the one here in town?
It was the one. It's closed. It's been closed for quite long now. The one there in Tamelantore.
Like the food truck one, or
No.
oh, Monvit, old one.
Monbiet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, a long
Oh,
time ago. Yeah.
So there's no more Vietnamese restaurants in Tampere?
Nope. There's one that's not Vietnamese.
I thought you were about to let
Fake
the cat out of
Vietnamese.
the bag.
Yeah, fake Vietnamese. Yeah.
All right.
We have one more news. I think it's on the happy side.
Okay.
There's nothing happy here. We're in Finland.
We were talking about
It's
war.
dark.
We were talking about war preparation.
Yeah, we're.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
God.
That is.
we were just trying to get happy news, but there was none.
War preparation.
Yeah.
we're talking
Wow.
about this, and this comes from the. TK brought this up on how it's very different how people see things in different countries. So in your country, in my country, in Mexico, like on the news, today and yesterday, I think it was all over that like, oh, World War III is starting, and then all these Nordic countries are preparing for war. So war is coming, and this and that, and everyone was like, I was getting a couple messages or like, is everything fine? And nothing's happening here. Like it's quite chill still. Like I don't know. But
Knock
it was
on wood.
yeah, but it was the same as a thousand days ago when the war started. That the news here were like, hey, just be prepared. Something might happen. And then back at home, it was this like the world is ending.
Exactly.
So it's very interesting to see like the
Yeah. Well,
it gets very exaggerated.
Well, I think like 2 days ago, Biden authorized the use of Ukraine to use long-range missiles against Russia.
Yeah.
To hit deep into Russia.
Yeah.
I think just yesterday, Russia launched an intercontinental missile that didn't have nuclear warhead as like a warning shot
Yeah.
into Ukraine. So I think that's where the whole thing really ramped up. Like
Yeah.
I saw on my newsfeed also, it was like, hey, be sure to have like iodine fills and all that. What the fuck's iodine? I don't know. Like,
And Putin changed their nuclear doctrine, right? So
okay.
and it's changed it in a way where basically saying that any country with the support of a nuclear power that attacks us would allow us to use
Defend themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the conversation was because my brother, who is in Zimbabwe, sent me a message and is like, Sweden and Finland urge citizens to prepare for war. Right?
Okay.
Wow.
And look at the picture. Right?
That was the kind of news
Yeah.
that I
That's
got
a
in Mexico.
nuke.
Yeah. And it literally looks like a nuke.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting, and when he sent
Wow.
this, right, I'm in a meeting. I'm having coffee, right? Everything is chill. I'm wearing my Villa Sukat.
Next to the window with the
Next to
snow
the window,
falling.
the snow is falling. I even have some background music. I think I was listening to some Sade. Everything's
Yeah.
chill as hell. Then I see this. I'm like, what is he talking about, man? Like this, but again, it's media spinning things out of
Yeah.
control because they want the clicks elsewhere.
Yeah,
but here in
that's
Finland, everything is, of course, they've been sending out messages that we need to be aware and prepared for any situation. But it's not that hype. That the rest
That
of the world
reminded
is.
me, like I was still pregnant last year, and in we call it neuvola. It's like this baby advisory thing.
Yeah.
You go to do checkups and all that stuff. One time they gave me iodine tablets, and they gave me this spreadsheet of, if the war happens, you have to take this. And that was the only time I was mentioned, that the war was mentioned to me. Otherwise than, reading from Iltalehti or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was the only time that really got me thinking, since I was pregnant, you have a lot of things to worry about.
Yeah.
So it was pretty deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, there has been nothing. Like,
Yeah.
nobody has been trying to give iodine tablets for my kid. So no more spreadsheets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I had no idea what iodine tablets was until like
Okay.
last week.
Oh yeah. I was like, what are those? I'm like, no.
I did buy some like last time
Yeah.
when this whole thing started.
Yeah.
I have a backpack and I have
Really?
a
Oh, yeah.
I have big jug of water,
Yeah.
a backpack with everything, and
Yeah.
a couple knives just in case and stuff. And
When
can
the
just
war
grab
in
and take
Ukraine
the-
started, the pharmacies sold out of the tablets.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the shops also sold out of toilet paper, and everybody left the kitchen paper.
Why?
Like,
can you explain me why?
no, but you see, again, this is the thing. For
In the
me, right?
pandemic, it was the same.
You see, and this is where we start having conversations about first and third world problems. I mean, if you're rushing, if war is coming and what you're worried about is toilet paper, you're worried about the wrong things.
Yeah.
No, mate, but
And on top of
Yeah.
that,
but in Mexico, it also happened.
yeah, but imagine on top of getting all of the toilet paper, you leave all of the kitchen paper. Like, what's the difference between toilet paper and kitchen paper? The
Well, if you
size?
buy the extra soft,
I buy
it's important.
I buy
you know?
nothing but extra something. I mean, like.
Okay, yeah, you win that one. All right, yeah.
Not to be too dark, but if World War III happens, we're done in 5 seconds.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, we won't even
Toilet
have.
paper wouldn't even matter.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I told you, like, New Zealand is the best place to be.
yeah. Or in the desert in Namibia.
Yeah, but you can't grow stuff there. You
Do
need
they have toilet paper there?
yeah.
And you're not gonna need it. You're not gonna need it.
Lots of sand. Kitty litter.
Turn to cut.
Yeah, man. This is.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole point was it's crazy to see how because here people are not going crazy, right? It's just it's happening. Yeah, if it happens, it happens. Also, I think the personality of people here helps, right? Of people are like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, the most common Finnish mentality, in my eyes, is that people think it is what it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, Finland has been prepared for such a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of spaces that we use here for sports and what that are actually convertible
Oh yeah.
so quickly, right? And Finland has been so prepared for this for such a long time that, I mean, it's not going to be, well, you never know, but I trust Finland on this one.
Yeah.
That there's a
Yeah,
plan for
NATO
everybody.
was good.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go so far, right? Because I remember my family from Mexico. They were asking, right? Oh, wait, the war has started. What are you gonna do? What if something happens? And I was like, they were asking, like, what happens if bombing starts? I was like, man, my apartment has a bomb shelter.
Yeah,
Like, every
that's
apartment
true.
has a bomb
Yeah,
shelter.
yeah.
Like, why? I was
Yeah.
like, well, because these people have been warning about this kind of thing being
Yeah,
a possibility for
For
ages.
people that don't know, like pretty much the whole underground of this whole Heimagat area is a big bunker underground parking, and it's like has lights. It's fortified. It has like secret rooms in there. Finland is very prepared for war.
Yeah.
What else we got here, guys?
Ask a Finn.
Oh, ask a
That's
Finn, yes.
Well, that was the
Okay.
wings thing, but
Oh, the wings.
yeah, we were talking about the
Okay.
wings thing. Yeah. Wings. Oh, what is your favorite wing spot here in Tampere? There's so many of them.
Oh, I'm trying not to say Maja Talo. I'm
Okay,
a bit
besides
biased.
Maja Talo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It can be Maja Talo, but if Maja Talo is closed and you're feeling like having wings,
Yeah.
then I go to Dom, honestly. Like, because I don't want to have like the same kind of sauce every time, and they have options.
Yeah,
So,
that's
That's
true.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, damn.
Damn.
No, I'm just saying. I
Oh.
mean, yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn. Let's have some wings.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Tam, you should have been here last Thursday.
Why? What was your last Thursday?
We had a birthday tattoo pop up. We had like flashes of this guy, Erkki.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I actually have one on my arm. Well, basically the whole staff got.
Really get that?
Yeah. We had like 3 different flashes.
Yeah.
Everybody got this one. So this is Erkki showing his middle finger.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple more PG ones, but
Mm.
people wanted this one.
Yeah.
And then I think the most hardcore thing was that there was this guy who's a senior. He doesn't like work anymore. He got this flash of Erkki showing his middle finger on his shoulder.
Mm.
Like, that's a boss move. I was so proud.
Yeah, last Thursday. Were we were recording last Thursday, right? I don't remember.
We were in Goldies.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Was that last Thursday?
Because we were gonna come here.
Yeah. Yeah, like the whole last week, it was amazing. Like Wednesday was the main day because it was the official birthday. We had like this house was full all day. We had all sorts of different shenanigans. Then we had tattoo Thursday. Then we had some really cheap drinks for the weekend, and then a birthday brunch on Sunday to cure the week-long hangover. Yeah, I was really passionate about that week. I've been planning it for months and months, and seeing it come to fruition, I'm like, I want to do this again. I just want to do more projects because clearly it works.
Just have an excuse to throw a party. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, Kim was down for whatever.
We should get this on the calendar for next year.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Full moon party. Yay.
Yeah.
6 o'clock party. Yay.
We should come here and do a live next year when it's the 11th birthday.
Sounds risky, but fun.
Well, think about it.
Yeah, exactly. We need to get that button. That bzzz.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I
Thank
think we're going to
you.
round this
so
up here.
much.
This was fun.
Yes. Thank you. Where can they find us?
Oh, yeah, you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube as well.
TikTok.
And TikTok.
OnlyFans.
Only
OnlyTams.
Only Tams. But also you can listen to the podcast on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. So remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification
Oh,
button.
one thing we should do also, put links to the places that we visit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we
Right,
do.
Talo?
Definitely.
Okay.
We do.
Of course.
I'm going
we
to
do.
put it over here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
But one before
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
if I want to know more about Maja Talo,
Yeah.
where do I go?
Where do I go?
Maja Talo 3 on Instagram. We have our website, ravintolamajatalo.com. We have Facebook, all social media. Catch us there.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, soon with Kim, probably. Kim and Erkki, OF.
I will pay for that.
Yeah. It might be interesting.
Somebody will pay for that. I guarantee you.
Somebody's different.
Somebody.
I
At
feel
least
bad for this
five
yellow guy
people.
already.
Shout out to my release and Erkki.
At least 5 people that wants to molest that.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My
It was
pleasure.
really fun.
Yes.